sports. It's in the game.
Good evening and welcome to round 20 of the FRL Xbox League. Tonight we are in Mexico with, well, Mexico being one of the highest, if not the highest track on the calendar year is only overtakes Brazil by 750 meters, but it's 2,240 meters above sea level. So it's all about elevation tonight. Medium tyres going to be setting the grid back by 0.9 seconds, with the hard tyres setting back by 1.5 seconds. With the average speeds around here at 141 miles per hour, making it one of the faster tracks at certain points, but it's no Monza. With one of the top speed ever set around this track being 223 miles per hour. As we're heading into qualifying now, Valtteri Bottas has the lap record around this track of a 1 minute 18 seconds. I haven't actually got it written down here. I thought I had it written down. That was really poor of me. That's really poor preparation. I'm actually going to get that up right now. It's actually a 118.741. So if any of you guys are listening who are racing, then that is what you really have to beat. Whether you can or not is another question. But tonight, 2.765 miles around this Mexico track. Again, quite a long, no spa, but it's going to be good. 17 corners, with the last corner being named after Nigel Mansell, who won in 87 and 92. One of only 5 drivers to win Mexican Grand Prix more than one time, being Max Verstappen's won it 3 times, being the top boy up there. So over to you, Brad, with the drivers' standings before we get into this qualifying, and say your hellos.
Good evening, hello. Welcome along. Sound that was in the same, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Not
That's all of the guns.
Fierce still leads the championship by 96 points now. Flawless has got within that 100 gap. Killzone is third with 209 points, 179 off the lead. Down in the relegation zone at the moment, Gerald is level on points with Surtu, both on 54. Connor just above the relegation zone there with 57. Depay, Jota, Tonks look all but relegated. Depay with 39 points, Jota 12, Tonks on just 3. I'm quiet again, apologies for that, let me turn myself up. Sorry Goof, see if that one's any better. But yeah, the standings there looking pretty good. The Haas have got a 96 point lead over the Alpine as well, same as the Drivers' Championship, which is quite interesting. But nevertheless, let's get into qualifying here tonight.
It looks like the Haas is pretty much won the constructors this season. I mean, Fear on his own's pretty much won it. But who's going to take second place, do you reckon, in the constructors?
It's only one winner. Well, I don't know. It is difficult because the Aston Martin is 115 of the Haas, so they're in with it as well. And I know it's 96 between the Alpine and the Haas, but when you look at who is in the Alpine, being Flawless, okay, Gerald maybe not so much, but if Flawless can start getting the points back with a little bit of help from Gerald, you never know what's going to happen.
So that battle for second place in the constructors, though, do you reckon if they can't catch Haas, that it will be an Alpine or an Aston Martin second place finish?
Yeah, it's got to be the gap, really. So here we go, the maths are coming out now. 19 points, the gap between the two, so all to play for in second place.
And as we're talking, Stocky just sets the fastest lap in the Aston by a tenth and a half over Jota. So that is the benchmark, lads. You have smashed Valtteri Bottas's lap record of 118. So we'll ignore what I said. Well, I was trying to start with a benchmark, but I kind of been smashed up. So we'll ignore my benchmark time.
Yeah, no, it's all good, but yeah, no, it is an intriguing one there. Also, we've got to give a quick mention to the AlphaTauri and the Red Bull drivers. The pair of them, constructor-wise, are on 268 points. So the battle for fourth as well is well and truly
It's massive.
on.
It's when you're there.
Nothing settled yet. It is all to play for out there.
And I know I said in the intro about how high up this track is, but ironically, for the height of the track, the elevation of the track is one of the smallest, only just under 3 meters of elevation. So there's hardly any hills up or down on this Mexican track, which is quite intriguing as well. Which means that you're not going to have the rear kick out like you do on the likes of Portimao and all that, where the track's up and down. So that should help the drivers not to give too many safety cars.
You've said it now, mate. I was going to say, we've just seen Nev go through Sector 2, where if there's going to be a safety car, you'd think that's where it's going to be caused. We'll go on board one of the halves. It's going to be Surtees coming up to it now. It is a tricky bit. It's very fast. It reminds me of the USA circuit, where Sector 1 there, you've got very fast left and right.
1:15.4 set a 4/10, almost exactly 4/10 over Danny 98, and that is absolutely smashed it.
Surtees proved my point.
He's gone.
He's gone in Sector 2. Just he was about to start their misses. Surtees just shown.
Your jinxing is already starting, Brad. You need to shut up,
exactly
keep
why
your mouth shut.
there's going to be a safety car tonight.
You need to stop speaking.
Surtees just shown it. Flawless only good enough for P6 at the moment. That's a shocking lap by his high standards. Danny's going into the pit. Goose is just the one screen tonight. It is at the moment where we've got some teething problems with what we're planning. Hopefully it'll be up by Wednesday. But should I miss anything, and of course sound doesn't, boom, we'll just jump over to sound.
We'll jump over to me, and then I'm trying to keep my eye on everything while also looking at notes, while also looking at different things, while also changing the camera. So I'm kind of like a little bit of a second fiddle to Brad. Brad is the primary cameraman, and then I'm just kind of like 10 seconds behind. So hopefully that I can still capture some dramatic spins.
Yeah, I was like, it's all good. To be fair, it's kind of, in a way, it's a bonus that you're slightly behind, because it means if you've seen something and I haven't, we're still going to be able to see it, almost like a replay.
Definitely.
But at the same time, if you're on a battle and I'm on a battle, it's going to be a little bit difficult for now. Hopefully we can get something sorted. Although the biggest help that will be, that stream. I've just trying to see if I can sort that now. It shouldn't be anymore. We'll go with it in a minute.
I'm currently watching Gerald. He's just going through the stadium section of the track. Almost. He takes it quite wide there. He takes the curb. Will he? He's bringing it round. Comes round Nigel Mansell's corner, as it's called, I found out today. And he's good enough for P3. He needs to break that 1:15 barrier if he wants to. He's just shy of a second slower. Gerald, we need another second out of you, mate, if you can. It's just not. I don't reckon that time will even get you in the top 8 at this point.
No. Well, that being that there is only, I'd say 12 now drivers taking part tonight in the sprint. Whether we'll have some more join us for the main race, I believe so. Let me get up.
I believe there was about 16 people that accepted it, so I'm assuming there'll be a few more.
Yeah, I'll say it's one of the few things in League One I can't. I can see it. Never mind.
Would you like Matt's fun fact about the track? I'll do this every single time.
Okay, let's go.
Right. All right. Matt's fun fact about the track. Okay. Jim Clark completed the only Grand Slam at the Mexican GP in 1963, taking pole position, fastest lap, and the win, and led every lap of the race. And he's the only man to do that at the Mexican Grand Prix.
Damn. I mean, I'm
Big up Jim Clark.
You didn't get driver of the day, but I suppose you can't.
He couldn't get extra point with driver of the day, yeah. No, not back in 1963, no.
No, definitely not. Bit of an old one there. I'll let you work out how old Sand is to know that fact from memory.
Yeah, I remember watching the race.
You were there, wouldn't you?
I
For the
was, yeah,
grandstand,
I
you
was
know?
there. I was cheering Jim Clark on. In fact, I was his race engineer.
That's it.
Yeah.
See?
I
We
was
have
commentating
mates.
the race, I think.
It wouldn't surprise me. I'll say, to be fair, guys, the best way we can get two screens up at once with the exact same time is you guys. We need the viewers. We need 65 viewers on average in the stream whilst it's live.
Listen to our droning voices.
Yeah, it's a bit of a big ask at the moment, but Goof, you're the VIP lad. Let's make some numbers treble, yeah?
Yeah, let's do it.
Gerald's off
So
at the moment in sector
that is
six.
going to be a new feature I've decided in the live streams. It's going to be Matt's fun fact of the track, and it's going to happen at some random time during the race, but I will bring a fun fact that you probably didn't know about the race.
I look forward to it. And
That's
we'll
going to be, I'm going
see.
to find one every single week.
I said, yeah, that's going to be a bit of homework in itself.
Yeah,
I
well,
hope
you know
you've
me.
got one for Wednesday lined up.
Well, I could do. I could try. Well, where's Wednesday? Brazil, isn't it?
It is.
Ironically, the second highest track on the calendar. So, I mean,
He's
I
already
mean-
coming out with this stat pack
I'm
now.
already coming out of them. I think it was, but off of memory, it's 743 metres above sea level. But, don't quote me on that. I might be a few metres off. All right, I didn't measure it myself. Anyway, Mevija, I can't even say his name, Mev, I'm going to say Mev, I can't even pronounce it properly, just gone quicker on a 1:15.391, and he's taken it by just over a tenth from Flawless. And he is setting the benchmark. Well, we still have three people that have knocked out. Both Mercedes still haven't come out, and Coolmonk still hasn't come out. Maybe waiting for the track to warm up. We just don't know. But them two are kind of sitting down the bottom. We have is Parsons on a flying lap. I think he is.
He's just joined mid-session. That's going to be penalty.
I'm going to watch
coming his
Parsons
way.
go around. Sector 1,
He
yellow
is also having
flag.
problems at the moment. He's set 2 laps that I've seen, both invalid. So he's
Ooh.
leaving himself a little bit short at the moment.
Oh, I think Parsons. Oh, he's kept it. He's kept it. He's kept it going down the main straight, but he just doesn't seem very comfortable with it. I just don't see him being very comfortable. Oh, he's hit that sausage curb hard. Here he goes, round the stadium section, pulls it left, pulls it right round the chicane, straight down to turn 17. Mr. Mansell, give him some luck around that corner, and he's not really luck. He did not do very well. So Parsons is back in to change his softs. Why would you ruin my moment, Parsons? That's my moment. Why have you done this to me?
On there. I was sitting there watching Jota. You know,
no Provino out on his out lap, but he's just invalidated on the chicane.
Jota, P4 there. He's coming out.
Nice lap, nice lap.
He's going to be worrying a little bit here. He's going to need to get a lap out. He's not really going to want to start P11.
You know what fear does. He did it last time. He invalidated about 3 times and then pulled a worldy lap out of the bag, literally out of nowhere, like Jesus touched his forehead and flew him around the track and just gave him one of the 10 commandments and blew him around the track. Do you know what I mean? Like literally just. So I'm still saying him for pole. Like literally Jesus will carry him a second quicker than everyone else.
Going to be interesting at the moment. Mev in Valle Jota's going again as he knows he's a second slower at the moment. We'll see how he gets around.
I know Probimo set a P3 lap time, still half a second, sorry, not half a second, 4/10 off of Mev. But it looks like Jota has invalidated, but he's still pushing for some reason, going through the stadium section.
He's going to want to get in there and be able to get straight back out to potentially go even quicker if he can. Fears on an out lap.
So with 4 minutes left to go, everyone, if they've changed their tyres and got enough fuel in the car, should be able to potentially get 2 more laps if they come out in the next 30 seconds or so. Get 2 laps out of it. But then again, if your ERS is gone, then you're pretty much stuffed. So I reckon you might get one good lap out of this. If you right now.
That's it. That's what I'll be hoping for. As I mentioned before, Calvert, there's just cut across another corner. I don't think he's going to be allowed that time. Wasn't meant to join. You're not meant to join mid-session. If you're late, you're late. Brad, did you see my win on Sunday? No, mate. Yesterday? No. Basically, the short answer is that I haven't got a clue what you're talking about. Danny P2? What? Can we just... Danny's in P2, guys.
Danny P2. Wow, where did that come from?
Don't know, but
He's out of nowhere. He's dumped that alpha.
I think 9,000 quicker there. Fear got very close to Mev there, trying to get that extra bit of slipstream. He's not got many more attempts coming in here. Saturday says goofing. Realistically, no, I can't really remember, mate. Can you send a photo into the stream chat and then we'll talk about it? Mercedes causing yellow flags in sector 2 there.
Currently on board with Fear at the moment, seeing what he can do and produce. He's right on the limit. Bringing it around the chicane really well. He had to lift off a bit there, though. He had to lift off a bit there.
That'll lose him some time.
A little bit easy. Hit that sausage curb. That's going to bring him over. He's get across. Here he comes, round the stadium section. This time I can say it without him going wrong. Through turn 17, Nigel Mansell, give him the lead he needs. Come on, round the corner he comes. Will he be pole? No, it's only good enough for second behind Mev. By only, what is that, about 70 thousandths of a second. It is crazy. The times are so close. So close at the top. Fear might not be on pole. How much time we got left? I can't see. We've got 1 minute. 15. If he blasts it round,
he'll get this lap. This is it. This is it for Fear. All thanks to your excellent spin. Okay, yeah, I remember that now, Goof. Yeah, Austria. Yeah, let's not talk about that. We've got Jotter's outlap. He's gotta move it. He's managed to get in.
Oh, sector 2 and 3 double wave yellow. What's happened down there? Nothing.
It's invalid again. Calvert's only going to get one chance. Cormonks as well coming in late. Gerald here behind Flawless. Jordan on an outlap, Flawless on an outlap, potentially Flawless giving Gerald a toe. The pie's coming round. They need to be quick here. Last 30 seconds. And it seems like everyone appears to be out. Fear is going to get another shot at this. He's saved up all his ERS. He's now got to go. That is all he's going to get time for. Mev is going to cross the line in time. I'm not sure if the Aston Martin behind him will.
All right, let's ride on board with.
He's not made it
with Fear, because Fear is pretty much the only one now that can really get pole here in my eyes. For the first chicane, down the back straight, getting that DRS opened early, straight down. Here he goes, round. He's got to take this well. Don't take too much of the sausage curb. Takes that perfectly. Bring it round at the slow section around the stadium. The double right-hander. Round he goes, kissing that apex, missing the sausage curb. Bring it round to the fast chicane. He's got to perfect this time. Take that well. He took all the curb, almost spun him. He's invalidated it.
Fear's going to get P2 at best. No Probimo's had a bit of a spin. Aston Martin crossing the line now. Cormonks goes ahead of his teammate into P6. What can Flawless do here?
Can Flawless bring it up? Oh, Flawless takes pole with a 114.
Gerald is going to follow him. Doesn't move up at all.
114.997. Absolutely smashes Mev off the top there. By almost 2 tenths.
Mev may come in.
Will he do it in the Williams? No, he can't improve. He did improve, but not enough. The fastest final sector. Wasn't good enough.
That was
Wasn't
tight.
good enough.
Fear. I wondered
I was
if
very
he
tight.
would he do another one. He didn't in the end. He's going to be in P3. Not too bad though. It's not bad quality.
No.
I guess by Fear's standards it is. You know, Fear's not gonna. You know, anything other than pole is disappointing.
Or the front row at least at a minimum.
Yeah, even that he's not happy. Honestly, he is a perfectionist. He does not want to come anywhere if it's not first.
Well, it's still a sprint and a race to go. So I would not be surprised if he doesn't at least come on top around there, to be honest with you.
Mev in the group chat says, at Flawless, at Fear, that was close-ish. Oh, never mind. He's had a bit of a blonde moment there. 2 tenths separating the three of them. All three different cars. And importantly as well, up there, an Alpine and a Haas.
That's what we like to see. We've actually got every single... the top 4 cars are cars that in real life would never be there. So, it's nice to see.
And there is literally a tenth between the two. Goof says 2 safety cars and 1 virtual. Goof, you're having a laugh, mate. This is a sprint race, remember. There's not going to be any safety cars.
There will be.
Not in this session, there won't.
Not in this session, but in the race there will be a safety car.
Yeah, but he didn't specify, so therefore...
Oh.
I'm counting that as a loss.
Okay. Goof, I reckon you're talking about the race. Yeah, there you go, in the main race. There we go.
It's a little bit
Brad's has got to have his 5 minutes. He's got to have his 5 minutes, okay? Let him have his 5 minutes, Goof.
You know. So, What's on the food
menu? Professional.
I would say what's on the food menu for tonight, but we're about to get going, so I'll let you do the lights.
Here we go. It's lights out and away we go. I'm eating a Jaffa cake while starting, but it's okay. We've got the Alpine in the lead. He's taking it down. He's got 300 tenths of a second already in lead. I've got Jaffa cake all over my face.
That's fine. We've got here, we're on board with Danny.
And the Mercedes.
It's 3 wide, 2 wide, 3 wide. There's a spin.
Corner 3 wide. Who's gone?
Who's
gone? Stocky's gone, but the Alpine of Flawless has done it really well. He has taken 6 tenths out in the lead already. Oh my God, this Jaffa cake, I'm choking with Jaffa cake.
Right, you focus on eating, alright? Don't you die near Jota there, very close to Coolmonks. Coolmonks on the brakes, causes Parsons to brake very sharply here. Fears in third still. No Problemo though has moved up 3 places in the opening sector. Really good start from him there. The gap now starting to open up between P's 5 and 6, although not much gap behind them. That'll be a warning there for Depay as we have a look further down the grid. Gerald here looking to get very close indeed to Calvert. Calvert shouldn't really be racing, and there is contact, and Gerald's trying to put him in the wall, and Calvert's trying to have it back, and here we go. The gloves are off. These two are going at it hammer and tong, and Gerald there trying to go back into him. These two still going, and then they've now fully crashed into each other. Gerald and Calvert are literally having it out one-on-one. This is not what we want to see. Stocky's retired. Gerald's going in the pit. I'm pretty sure...
Calvert going over the line with no front wing?
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure Calvert is going to be getting at least 1 race ban here for his... for everything. Mev has disconnected. It will be. He shouldn't have joined mid-session. You're not allowed. And I know we've had a race disqualification for No Problemo when he did that before. Calvert has not only come in and done that, he's also taken a driver severely, okay, Gerald was just as bad, but realistically, Calvert should not be in. I think Gerald's got his own back. He has. Gerald's taken Calvert out. And if that is the case, I think we've got 2 race disqualifications coming up. Gerald in the chat said
let's leave it to the FIA. Oh wait, that's us. Gerald in here is not happy, giving it in the chat. we'll have to analyse that after. We've got
You can't
both
repeat
sides.
that one.
No. He said something about women's parts in the chat, but I can't repeat that because that is highly inappropriate. But back to the race. Gerald, I'm sorry you didn't deserve it, but we have
didn't.
To, get
To
the
be
race.
fair, he
Much
shouldn't
love.
be in the sprint. But at the same time,
No.
Gerald, if you have taken him out, you know what's coming your way. It's just a pre-warning for you.
Well, we're
right,
just
okay.
going to take an appreciation for a minute for No Problemo,
Yeah.
who has gone up 3 places. He has absolutely flew off the start. Not just getting up 3 places, but taking the current drivers championship leader, Fear, in the process, which by all standards is really good going. And he's still keeping it up with Flawless by keeping half a second, sorry, off of the leader and getting closer and closer. He will have DRS down his back straight as he comes round turn 17. Now, will he? He's lost 3 tenths down that last corner. Is he going to get DRS? Is DRS open? It is. Here we go. Will he take him, or is it going to just be too much? This is for the lead. It's going to be not. The corner's going to come too quick. You need another 50 or 100 metres on that corner, then maybe he could have done. But if he can just keep that turn 17 in check, then I reckon that he can take Flawless, because every other part of the lap, he is quicker. It is just... Oh, here we go. He's coming down the back here. He's 3 tenths behind him. Again, the corner comes too quick for him. Flawless at the moment is scrambling for his life, but Fear is putting the pressure on No Problemo. It's becoming a bit of a train here for the front 3. Anyone makes a mistake, they are losing their position. They are losing that podium position right now. They are all pushing hard around the chicane. He has just gone straight across the chicane, No Problemo, so he's going to have a warning for track limits there. He's still kept that 3/10 gap though. And will he get him on the DRS? But then Fear's going to have DRS as well, so he's going to want to pick up the pieces. He's got to improve round turn 17. Will he have the power of Nigel Mansell round his corner? Here we go. He's kept it much cleaner this time with DRS open with 2.5 tenths down the back straight. Here he goes, down to turn 1. This time, he's going to pull on the inside. He just cannot. Flawless has that top speed advantage. It's crazy in that Alpine. That is crazy. He's going on the inside though. He's pushing him. Oh, it was so close to contact there with the Alpine and the Mercedes, and Fear is right behind him to pick up the pieces. It is literally a train going right now. Flawless is losing out to both of them, and Fear on the outside has taken Flawless, and No Problemo taken the lead with... Fear has taken Flawless out, or is he spun? I couldn't see from that angle.
It's a bit tight.
I couldn't see from that angle. We'll have to come back to that and get the verdicts and some footage on that, but it looked like it was tight, really tight between Fear and Flawless. They have had their niggles before in the past, but we will see what happened with them two. But No Problemo has taken the lead, but I think, does he have a penalty point there, Brad? Or not penalty point, 3 seconds.
2 seconds. I'm just watching
2
Flawless
seconds.
here, who is trying to put his nose everywhere he can, as he's got no wing, or he's got very limited wing, and it's causing him lots of problems.
What a shame.
Yeah, and he's just put 30 in the wall. Flawless has literally just put 30 in the wall. The standard, this race has been shocking, to say the very
Pretty shocking
least.
to say the least. I think, Goof, when your prediction for a 2 safety cars in a virtual, I think that is underestimating this race. I think it's going to be a nasty one. I like that celebration. Fierce celebration with the wheel. I like that. But we have our winner. If you put money on, you probably have had the worst odds, because everyone knows he's probably going to come top. But there you go, with no penalty points, no 2 seconds being awarded or anything. He comes top, when as default it was No Problemo, but with his 2 seconds, then he comes second. But what a race from them two. We will find out what happened in the sprint between Fear and what was his name? I forgot his name.
Flawless.
Flawless.
Yeah,
That's it.
there's been a
Quite
couple of bits in there that's going to be needing to be reviewed. Definitely going to be having a look on the stream as well to get some bit. Robbie, I wasn't ignoring you, mate. I was dealing with some of the messages
Apparently,
we had in the chat.
Brad,
Yeah,
apparently, boost your mic because
Yeah,
people want to hear your voice.
Yeah, I've done that. Hopefully that's going to be better.
Don't ignore Robbie because poor Robbie is feeling
No,
ignored.
I saw it. I was literally trying
He
to
saw it,
deal...
Robbie, and he said to me, "I don't care what you say. I'll do what I want." I mean, it's just, I know it's appalling.
No,
It's horrible,
I'm dealing with 3 things at once. Guys, something that is going to be new from now on is there's going to be 2 streams tonight, not just one. We're going to end tonight's stream here because, well, basically the YouTube channel needs some updates. So to give it some updates and to make it smaller sections, we're going to do one video qualifying one of the feature race. You know, so make sure you check out the YouTube channel as well, and we will be back in just a minute.
In just a second.